Hi, my name's Alicia Buenaventura. I'm 16. I go to the Miami Valley School, and for our AP US History class, we are to investigate our family history, and I'm very excited too, so let's go. How did you get the money to come to America?
The ticket was given by the hospital in Albany.
Ticket was given by the hospital.
Yeah.
So we just got off the phone with my grandfather and grandmother, and we found out some really interesting family history. First off, my grandfather was born in India, and his father, my great-grandfather, worked for the state and worked for the Maharaja of India. Sadly, though, he died of typhoid when he was 40 and when my grandfather was 4, so the financial burden laid on my grandmother. My great-grandmother. The government had to pay for his entire college education and medical school education. And he came to America because America in that time was in need of doctors, and they paid for his ticket to America. And my grandmother, my mom's mother, also came from India, and she came from Bangalore. She was a little bit more well off, and she went to Catholic school. She was Hindu, but she went to Catholic school, and she paid for her own medical school. And she came to America because in that time, if you had foreign education in the medical field, you would look more attractive to get a job in medicine back in India. And she applied for one in America, and she got one. And both my grandmother and my grandfather came over on the same plane from India and interned at the same hospital in Albany, New York. And that's how they met.
I'm Sheila Barhan. I'm a first-generation Indian American. I was born in Ohio but lived most of my life in Maryland. I grew up in a small town, and I went to Loyola College in Baltimore. After that, I decided to follow in my parents' footsteps and become a physician. So I went to Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana. That's where I met Rick. And after that, because Rick was military, we came to the Dayton area. He served at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and I took a job at Wright State University in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. We had Lolly and Leisha in Dayton, and we've lived here ever since.
My name is Rick Buenaventura. My family came originally from Colombia, South America. This is Colombia. And they came from Cali, which is down here. And in 1962, they moved to New Orleans after my dad lost the coffee farm. Moved to New Orleans, Louisiana, where I was born. I attended school there. I met my wife, Sheila Barhan, in medical school there. We ended up getting married. And when I finished, I came to Dayton, Ohio to do my payback time at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, where our children, Lalita and Alicia, were born at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And then afterwards, I got out and stayed in the area, and we stayed in Dayton, down here somewhere. Dayton.
I found this whole discovery of my family history really interesting, and what I think I learned the most was that it's kind of miraculous that anyone ended up anywhere. I mean, we're all a product of a long chain of events and lucky happenstances. Like, if I just think back, if my grandmother and grandfather didn't happen to get the same internship at the same hospital in America, my mom wouldn't have been born, I wouldn't have been born, and my whole life as I know it would have never existed. So finally, for my baby 16-year-old history, I was born at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base 16 years ago. My parents decided to send me to the Miami Valley School, and I've been in Dayton ever since. Thank you for watching.